was my warm-up, and I'm on the second mile now. I am taking advantage of it being an easy run, and I am about to just get comfortable and chill. Just enjoy this, because tomorrow I've got my 9.9. People, analysis time of my run that was however many days ago. Today is Saturday the 21st, and the Saturday before Christmas, and Wednesday morning is whenever I ran my first 10-mile run. And I'm recording this analysis because it went weird. I wouldn't say crazy, but it went weird because I started out, I knew it was gonna, first of all, I woke up at 5 a.m. Normally for my runs, I wake up at about 5:30. So I woke up at 5 that morning and got out there, ran my 2-mile warm-up, pushed pause as I normally do, and warmed up, did all that stuff, got back to running. And I told myself I'm not going to look at my watch because it's not about, I don't want to be glued to my watch, overthinking it, thinking about, oh my gosh, thinking about the mileage too much. I just wanted to run, just wanted to just block everything out. So what it felt like I had run was about anywhere from 1.5 miles to 2 miles, maybe a little bit more. I just couldn't tell. Well, I looked down at my watch and I realized I had never pushed resume again to start recording the run. So then I was just like, oh my gosh. And so it was stuck on 2.12 miles. No, I don't know. It just, if you know, you know. That's all I can say. So then I had to just kind of be like, okay, and this is where the problem comes in. I just got a new phone, and at the time, it had not been connected to my been connected to my Apple Watch. My Apple Watch was still connected to my old phone, and my old phone was at home, still had power, still had juice to it. And so my watch was just recording, what I had done for my watch. So we're already not connected to Strava. So that was the other problem, is Strava didn't even get any of the information. And so I just was like, all right, so I know for sure I'm at least 1.5 miles, maybe 2, more than what my watch says. So the whole run, that's what I'm kind of going off of. And then I thought, okay, actually I should go to my phone, the app that has the fitness on it. So that showed me that I was already almost to 5 miles. So then I was just like, okay, good. I'm about 2 miles into it. I had already ran about 2 more miles. And so that kind of gave me an idea. I just couldn't get the exact straight. I was trying to, but the math was not mathing while I was running that morning. It was too early. And anyway, how did it go? It went good, honestly, for my first 10 miles. And as you know, when I started all of this training, the most I had ever run at one time was 6 miles. And it's crazy because I run it better now as a mom of 2 than I did whenever I was in junior high and high school. So that's kind of crazy. But now I've ran 7.4, then 8.5, and now I've run somewhere close to 10 miles. And the reason I say that is because my phone, that's what I ended up having to go off of, was my phone that showed me what I had done for the entire day up until that point. And that said I had reached 10 miles. So I probably was about 1/4 mile short, maybe 1/2 mile short. And if that's the case, I'm content with 9.5 to almost 10 miles for that workout that day. Mainly because next week I'll have to run an 8.5 mile again, and then followed up by it's either a 7 mile something or it's going to be a 6.2. I just can't remember. I know I'm getting close, but that way my body it's been kind of building each week, and then we're kind of like, I wouldn't say that we're staying, we're not plateauing, but we're just we're in the same ballpark, just getting me used to running that many miles at one time. The only other complaint I have about that run was my spot that I like to run. It was just too mundane. It was too mundane for that many miles, but I've gotten over that because I would rather be safe than sorry about going elsewhere by myself and running free. It's just not in the cards for me right now to be traveling. Like, there are some spots that I definitely could get that and enjoy the run, but right now with 2 tiny kids, it would almost be like half a day, just the traveling out there, the amount of time it takes to run, the getting back. Like, it's just, I'm not willing to do that right now. My kids come first. So anyway, that's all I have to say about that, even though it took me almost 6 minutes to explain all of that. I did do my almost 10 miles, and it's just crazy how I really am getting conditioned to running that much, because before, the idea of me running 10 miles and it really not even being that big of a deal is wild. I just thought that I would be like flabbergasted that I ran 10 miles, but it's just kind of like, yeah, I ran 10 miles. So I'm very proud of myself. It really makes me look forward to maybe in a year or two's time, me running a half marathon again, and being in much better shape and much better, like for another thing, I would love to incorporate more weight training into my overall fitness and more full body workouts. I'll be honest, I just have not had a lot of energy for a whole lot of extra. So, I think that it would make a huge difference for me to be in that type of shape for the next go around. But I'm really excited, and I'm proud of the work that I've done, considering all of the things that I have. I'm a busy stay-at-home mom, and I've kept all of my fitness up and made it happen. It's wearing on me a little bit, I'll be honest. I was gonna go run early this morning. Right now it's about noon, but I was just exhausted. Like, I've just been slap exhausted this week, I would say. So part of it could be my training to blame. Not totally sure. I mean, it would make sense because, yeah, I've been my mileage has been growing each week for about 3 or 4 weeks, and I think it's just starting to wear. And like, me knowing it's so close but so far away, it's really not far away. Christmas is next week, followed by New Year's week, and then I believe it's the next week on the Saturday that my half marathon is. I'm really excited. I'm really starting to get excited. I'm not as nervous about it. I just am excited to get out there, run with other runners, and see the beach, and just do something I've never done. And I know a couple of people that have done this before, but I seriously don't know many people who can say that they've ran a half marathon. So it's just an awesome goal. No, I do not think a marathon is in the plans right now. I think one day down the road, I could see it happening, but I'd have to get a friend, or my husband's gonna have to do it with me. That'd be fun for my husband to do a marathon with me. I would love that. So anyway, today what I have is a 4.6 interval run. I'm actually kind of excited to work on some speed work. What I think I'll do is do just a 1 mile warm up, and then for my second mile I'm gonna actually do 1.2 miles, for the next one 1.2, and for the last one 1.2, and that is so that I can get to that 0.6. So that's what I'm doing today.